It's Mike, welcome back, and we're looking at the Aussie dollar chart. So I've decided to label the smaller degree moves because it seems to be the case that we're looking at a fairly decent move to the upside, but also the euro chart has become a bit clearer, and I always have to reflect it back on the current price action of Aussie dollar as of late. So we're stuck in the middle of two very important levels right now. And as I said previously, we are going to probably remain in this area until we break out of it, right? So we're consolidating at the highs, which indicates strength in the market. We're also in between the two breaks of E waves. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, I'll just go to the 4 hour chart, right? So I previously indicated that in the correction that started back in February 2021, we had an A, B, C, D, E. So this is a good example of how the waves can sometimes, turn smaller, which is probably why Mr. Ralph Nelson Elliott missed out on seeing these waves, didn't have trading view, probably why. But it's pretty interesting how the waves are definitely there. A and then zigzag and then five and then zigzag and then five, right? That there, I missed it in the beginning, but it's there now, and that's what matters. So yeah, that level there is important because the break of the E wave indicates that the correction's over. This is why you find that prices tend to, how can I say it? They tend to respect these levels, so therefore they hang around them because they're important, right? And what I mean by that is, yes, we did touch that level already, all right? We did touch that level, and we have basically confirmed it. We have confirmed it. Like it's touched it. It's broken it, right? So to me, that just says, look, we're going to go up. We're retesting a couple of levels here. So we broke above, the wave E from down here, and basically the start of that wave E, and we we broke up above it. We're retesting it. We tested the other wave E, the break of that, the beginning of that wave E, and now we're stuck in this little range, right? So what do you think happens in that range? Prices coil up, they get ready to explode, right? And if this is wave three, then it's just getting ready, right? It's producing, the energy, consolidating, an explosion will happen. Now, the way that I labeled the waves here, where is it? Not that, it's not that far. Jesus Christ, where'd you go? Right. Sorry, I only put wave I. So the way that I see this here is I saw little wave one. I'll just label this out real quick so you can see my thinking behind this. So we had A, B, C, D, E. So wave two. Then we had a wave three up. Right now, the wave three here is a bit weird, but if you look at this area here, A, B, C, D, E. I believe that's a CDE pattern because it's a three-wave move and it's not a zigzag. So I believe it's a small degree move. So it's not going to be always immediately obvious. I believe wave three ended here, wave four ended here, and then wave five at the highs there, which is wave one. So that being the case, we had a zigzag A, a B, a C, a D, the D weird again. The same thing that happened in the euro, the one that was getting me all confused, and it was an expanded type of actually it's not really expanded. It's just Actually, it is. It's a type 1 expanded type 1 zigzag, right? I usually talk about type 2s, but all that means is that the B wave, the internal correction, ended at the start of wave A, right? So you can see that there's a very clear line and they touched, right? So that's a type 1. It happens. All these zigzags happen, right? And that's why it looks weird, right? Because the A, the B, the C, the D, sorry, A, B, C, D, E, and then you get that move there. And I believe that's the only way you can look at that. I don't think there's any other way to look at that. It's definitely strange. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it is. But small degree moves are always weird. It's not a 5-wave move. It's a D. And don't worry, I had problems with this on the Euro chart and the US dollar chart. That wave was completely weird. So then we had the E, and I believe that's the end of wave 2. Okay, I know it took a lot for you to get there, but we got there. Um, sorry, I meant like what I was just saying. I was just carrying on forever. But yeah. So this here, look, this is a very tight range, and in my opinion, it could be one of the tightest. I know I said that before with the Euro chart. I got it wrong, but we're not looking at the Euro chart. We're looking at the Aussie chart, right? I don't think this is going to go lower because this 5-wave move, at the very least, needs to have like another move up, right? Now, one fundamental thing about the waves is there are only two patterns that occur in markets, and those are zigzags and 5-wave moves, right? So at the very least, you're looking at here in this position based on where it is, right? You're looking at probably the start of wave 3, okay? Because you can't have an A, B, C, D, E, F, right? There's no such thing. And you can't have an A, B, C, D, E 5-wave move down. It doesn't exist, right? That's what I love about RS wave is that you can make those distinctions, right? And that's the key word, distinctions. So basically, if like this was going to go down, this move here, would have to have been a zigzag, right? And then maybe you could think, okay, A, B, C, D, E, down, right? But because this is not a zigzag, it's a 5-wave move, right? That gives it away, okay? That's all, right? That's all I have to say about that. If this goes down, I'll eat my hat. I'll eat my shoe live on YouTube or TradingView. If you can do that. Yeah, you can stream it, right? Anyway, the point is that if we don't break up from this point here, then wow, that's insane. So, I mean, we've already had so many fails, but I reckon it might be worth it in the end. So, how can I say it? The stop is at 0.70790. Entry would be at the highs. I don't need to draw another dashed line because there's already one there from the other E. So just when you break that high, go long. Hey, that's not financial advice, by the way. That's just what I would do if I happen to be trading, yeah, right? So that's what I think the deal is here. So I just thought I'd bring you this update because like I cover the Aussie and I live in Australia. I'm an Aussie, but yeah, look, when you think about where we've come from, like from about this point here onwards, come on, we deserve a breakout, yeah. Come on, we deserve a breakout. All right. Hopefully you found this one informative. Thanks.